who can pull out violent Kamaru right now, other than well, Jorge just did. Maybe Colby, I suppose, if you that he would bring out the violent Kamaru. Yes, and is there anybody else?
Right now, I mean, we've got this Mickey Mouse Clubhouse kid that's this Disney kid over there that's fighting, that's kind of picking off, just guys that aren't necessarily fighters, and he's starting to think that he's a fighter, and that's just kind of like the stage that we're in now.
Mm-hmm.
It's these YouTube kids picking fights with professional actual fighters, because it's almost like a no lose situation for them, because they go in there and get beat up, they still make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kid is kind of getting dangerously close to taking me to that violent place, because he has no business, mentioning my name in his mouth, but he's doing that. And now he's putting up pictures of me and my family, to where it's starting to slowly shift to that dangerous place, to where it could be a problem whenever and wherever I see him.
Yeah, and that's interesting, because I mean, obviously, I was going to ask you about him personally. I don't have a whole lot of interest in the Jake Paul stuff. I respect what he's doing. He's done phenomenal, and keep doing it. If it's making you money, if it's creating buzz, keep doing what you're doing. But obviously, as a fight fan, I don't really have a whole lot of interest in seeing you fight him. But I hear what you're saying, and that is that, to be honest, I was expecting kind of a TMZ answer that he said, like, well, why not? Why not play around with him a little bit, and why not keep this idea together of you and him fighting? But it does seem like it's coming from a place of, like, maybe he's benefiting off a sport that you've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into, and he's kind of reaping rewards. Is that part of it, or is it like a personal thing because of the daughter photo that he posted? Like, what is taking you so close to this actually?
Yeah, it's absolutely that personal thing, because it's not, at the end of the day, who is this kid? I mean, this kid is nobody. I mean, he's not putting the dues. He's not paid his dues. He's not putting the blood, sweat, and tears. There's guys in the company, in the UFC, there's bantamweights that would eat this kid up. And so for him to start mentioning that, I took it personal. The fact that, first, I took it kind of personal, the way they tried to punk Tyron Woodley backstage. I did take that a little personal. And then now you fast forward it to where now he's talking to DC a certain way, which DC is one of our guys who in MMA does not love Daniel Cormier. So to bring it there, that's just, there's a level of disrespect that these guys don't understand. And that's the first lesson that we're taught in martial arts, is respect. And these guys don't understand it, because they're not martial artists. They don't come from that. They just come, they want to put on these celebrity fights, and that's it. And now he's brought me into it, to where I don't acknowledge him, because at the end of the day, I don't play fighting, which has been a knock on me for a while, because I'm not here to talk trash and entertain you. I really do this. I really fight. I'm not here to play that. So when you're going out and you're just trying to fish, and now you're taking it personal, you're gonna put my picture out with my daughter. Now that's bringing it dangerously close to the point where it could be a problem whenever and wherever I see you.
Last question on this topic is that, when you wanted to set up the Jorge fight, you went and sat down with Dana. You guys had a good meeting. It's clear that Dana respects you as a champion. And you guys, he respects your opinion. He respects the direction that you want to take your career in. If you went and sat down with Dana over at the PI and had lunch with him and said, you know what, just let me go whoop this kid. I'll do it real quick. I'll come right back and defend my title. What do you think Dana's saying to
that? It's a lot about presentation. It's about presentation. And I think with the right presentation and if it makes sense, I think that's Dana. At the end of the day, Dana's he's not the best promoter in the game for no reason. He knows what he's doing, and if it makes sense for him, it's one of those conversations that we might have. If we make dollars, sometimes it makes sense. So who knows? We'll have to have that talk, and when we do, you guys will be one of the first to know.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.